Okay, people. So we have a new Shudder joint for you. It is Destroy All Neighbours. So this is the second joint from Josh Forbes. It is written by Mike Benner, Jared Logan, and Charles A. Pieper. The film is produced by Jonah Ray, Russell Sangsgiri, and Alex Winter. Music was handled by Brett Morris and Ryan Katner. Will Stone took care of cinematography. Hank Friedman edits the piece. Charlene Lee, casting. Katie Simon, production design. While Cassie Lavo is art direction. Courtney Wimberley, set decoration. Hair and makeup and all of those crazy effects. We've got Gabriela Bartolos, Natadav Bujulance Andres, Bill Corso, Rosetta Garcia, Jeanette Kakakuska, and Megan McPherson. The cast, well, we have got Jonah Ray plays William Brown. His girlfriend, Emily, is played by Kieran Deal. We've got who else do we have? His neighbors, Eleanor Prescott, played by Randy Heller. There is a Vlad, played by Alex Winter. We have got Philip Pigman, played by Demorge Brown. Then there's Augie, played by Christian Calloway. Caleb Bang Jansen, played by Ryan Katner. We've got his, I think his boss is played by John Dale. I think, no, his boss is Scotty, played by Thomas Lennon. Kamal Nanjani is a security guard. But yeah, we got John Daly, Philip Hendry, Madara Jasana is Officer Pounds, and her partner, Officer McCormack, is played by Franco Vega. So the gist of the film is this: William Brown, a neurotic, self-absorbed musician determined to finish his prog-rock magnum opus, faces a creative roadblock in the form of a noisy and grotesque neighbor named Vlad. Finally working up the nerve to demand that Vlad keep it down, William inadvertently decapitates him. But while attempting to cover up one murder, William's accidental reign of terror causes victims to pile up and become undead corpses who torment and create more bloody detours on his road to prog-rock Valhalla. So there's a lot to find fun with this film, right? It is crazy, right? We have over-the-top deaths, right? Bizarre deaths. We have a lot of bizarre characters in here, right? And then just these random weird things like pigs walking up a corridor and stuff like that, which is just like, wait, what is happening here? All of that, yeah, that's fun. It works. And I think there is a decent dynamic between William and Emily. I think where it does stumble in places, though, is some of the things that then are talked about and happen later on in the film do feel like they come out of left field. Like the situation with William and Emily, right? Because we know that he's trying to do this album and he's in a job he doesn't much care for, but we don't know the extent of all of that situation until it's brought up, right? But then it's like, wait, huh? Okay, right? So there's that. I mean, although, you know, the craziness is fun, it is a little bit like with the whole Vlad situation. You know what I mean? Like, I think Vlad doesn't need to be as weird looking as he is. You know what I mean? I think it works with just an unassuming neighbor, right? Where you're not expecting anything, and then all of a sudden we get what we get. You know, so I think sometimes the craziness and the over the top might be getting in the way of the actual story, right? There are some things that aren't exactly clear, right? Because where it says in the synopsis that he's got a pile of undead corpses who torment, when you're watching it, you're not quite sure if we have visions. You know, William is just having these weird visions, or if they are zombies, right? There's certain things like that. It's like, oh, is this in William's head or is this thing happening? That's not very clear, right? And even towards the end, it's not very clear because, you know, as again, you think something might be, and then something gets said, and you're like, oh, if that's that, then it couldn't have done that. So it must be. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, was that just said because? Yeah, you, you're scratching your head a little bit with this. You know what I mean? So it is. Yeah, it's a game of two halves. It's a bit of a game of two halves. It is. You know, there's some good acting here. There's some crazy over the top acting. Right, the story is probably the weakest element of everything that we have, you know? So I would say if you like your out there craziness, then, you know, this could work, right? I'm thinking of things like Prisoners of the Ghostland, Willy's Wonderland, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Psycho Gorman, you know, Sorry About Your Demon. Right, those are the kind of things. Kids v Aliens. If you like those sorts of films, then Destroy All Neighbors, I think, is gonna speak to you. I don't think it's as strong as a Psycho Gorman, you know, which was great, right? But yeah, there are some qualities here. Now it's gonna be dropping on Shudder on the 12th of January. So mark it down, people, because maybe you also want to destroy all neighbors.